So yes, this recording has started. So good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, very good morning.
How are
How are
you?
you?
I'm. No, you. Yes, please. You take the pleasure first. How are you?
Yeah, I'm quite good and things are going well. I am
Hmm.
I'm going to talk to you, so I think this thing is going to be well for the whole day.
Of course, I'm hoping for the best because this conversation is going to be plump so that people get motivated, right?
Yeah, think so.
No, of course. I'm very hopeful and I'm an optimistic person. I always believe that whenever I'm connecting with my co-learners,
Yeah,
that conversation should be useful to all. At least
yeah,
one people get motivated by by the conversation.
yeah. You are totally. I agree with you. We will try our
So
best. Okay.
yes, of
Yeah.
course, ma'am.
Let's
So
start the
so be,
introduction.
yes. Before dwelling into the conversation, before inclined towards conversation, we should take the pleasure of introduction, ma'am. Would you take the pleasure of introduction?
Yeah. Okay. So I can start with my.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay. My name is Poonam Shukla. I hails from Kanpur, but my permanent address is right now Delhi NCR. And
Mm-hmm.
if I talk about my graduation, my qualification, I have done graduation, and I also work as a team leader for 4 years. And I
Oh
have
wow.
experience of insurance advisor for 2 years. But from
Mm-hmm.
last 9 years, I am just a homemaker. But I recently I have started my YouTube channel, English with Shuklaeen. So you can consider me as
Oh.
a part-time YouTuber.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if
Okay.
I talk about my family, I'm living in a nuclear family with my husband and my 9 years old lovely daughter. And my hobbies, if I talk about my hobbies, my only hobby is watching news along with my
Mm-hmm.
tea. And my
Mm-hmm.
second hobby or passion, whatever you feel like, it's like exploring new places, especially hill stations.
Especially hill station. So let me just give you a beautiful hill station name because I also belong to hills, a beautiful hills from Uttarakhand.
Okay.
But yes, so let me just give you my brief intro so that you can be well versed with me. My name
Yeah.
is Rekha Sharma and I'm connecting you from the city of Faridabad. But earlier I was staying in Delhi. I've been staying in Delhi last 25 years. I born and brought up in Delhi only, and now I moved to Faridabad. And if you talk about my hires, then I'm BCom, BA, and CTET qualified from Delhi only. And my core of interest is meditation, yoga, and bit of dance. And beside that, I'm also running a YouTube channel that is all about English. So
Okay.
that's all about me, ma'am.
Quite educated. But you didn't tell me about your family.
Yes. I'm also staying in a nuclear family. I have a twins baby. One is a baby boy, one is a baby girl, and both are 7.5 years old.
So should I consider you a lucky one? Or should I consider you a mom who is traveling a lot, who is facing a problem?
No, motherhood is always empowered me to navigate, to learn something new.
Yeah, yeah.
Something because life is full of hurdles of mountains. So
Yes,
you
yes.
need to learn each and every step. So
Yeah.
motherhood is generally like that only.
No one born, one brought up with like no one born with a having a motherhood. And once we
Yes,
become mothers, and every day we learn new things. Someday we feel
yes.
like I am treating my daughter very well. Someday I feel like no, I am not a good mother. I'm not going right way. So these kind of things are going to happen. And once they become teenager, so it's going to be
Mhm.
more difficult to handle them.
Oh, yes, absolutely, indeed, ma'am, indeed. So, ma'am, first of all, my question is, as usual, I always ask a same question to my co-learners that what is that motivational thought
Yeah.
have that push you to create your YouTube channel?
Yeah, actually, if I talk about my motivation about this opening channel, only that I am living a nuclear family and I have
Mhm.
not been working from 9 years. Earlier, I used to work, as I told you.
Yes,
So
as a
there was
team
kind
leader.
of, and I am somewhere around my 40s. So there are some kind of hormonal changes I am facing. So because of
Mm-hmm.
hormonal changes, I started getting more anger
Oh.
or
Mm-hmm.
frustration. It happened.
Okay.
And I
Mm-hmm.
realized that because my daughter is my only person who is living with me, so my whole
Okay.
focus was on her. Because of
Oh.
that, I always try to make her best. Do this, you are not doing this, do right way, complete your homework, do your task, such kind of thing, because my whole life revolves around her. And sometime I,
Yes.
I just reveal it. I started beating her in some, some reason. Sometimes I get so much angry. That time I realized, but I am not engaged in any other activity. That's why my whole focus in on her. So I should do
Yes.
something which will help me to cope up my anger, and it will give,
Mhm.
give me a right direction and path, and I would be able to give her some space.
Yes.
So that was my only motivation. And I thought
Mhm.
we go with this English because simultaneously I would be able to kill, two birds with a one stone. I will
Yeah.
create my channel and I would be able to enhance my communication. So
Yes.
that is the only. Now I am feeling that I have taken a good decision. I am giving her her space, and I
Mhm.
can see her growth. She's
Mhm.
getting more confident, more independent. Whenever she
Mhm.
need help, then only I help her. Otherwise, I am
Mhm.
giving her full freedom.
Yeah, it's very important, ma'am, because if I talk about my son, my kids also, they are just 7.5 years old. And every kid is actually born pampered
Yes,
nowadays. In this
yes,
era,
yes,
every kid is born pampered and they need their space, their privacy.
yes,
And as a
yes.
parent, we need to provide them.
Yeah, today's scenario is quite. I think it's okay to give them, because I can tell you one incident. Today, my
Mhm.
daughter is having taking a part in the international competition. It's all about the importance of maths. Okay.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
when I came to know that she is going to perform, I was super excited. Being a mother, we
Mm-hmm.
always wanted such kind of things. So
Yes.
do your complete your chart, revise your
Mm-hmm.
lines and go. Then she said me, ma'am, mama, take a chill breath. You are taking too much pressure. Okay, concentrate on your channel. I can handle it. This
Great.
thing. And she most of the time motivate me whenever I get demotivated about my subscribers and view.
Mm-hmm.
She most of the time tell me, Mama, now, watch pot never boils.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she used to. So I thought now she is getting mature enough. So it's the right time to give her a kind of space.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's why
Absolutely.
I have done this.
Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. You are blessed with a girl, baby girl, and girl. I always believe they are very matured.
Yeah,
Always, they
but
were very
the
understandable.
understandable, but the weak point is they are simultaneously they are very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Okay.
my daughter
So,
is quite
mm-hmm,
sensitive, and that's
mm-hmm,
why I'm not going anywhere. And she
mm-hmm,
started crying whenever I talk about, because of you I'm not doing anything, because of you I can't go anywhere. So then she started thinking, Mama, please, if you want to do anything, go take tuition, take online
mm-hmm.
classes, but don't go anywhere.
Okay. She's attached. Actually, she's very much attached with you.
She found me as like, Mama, you are the funniest person in the world. You
Uh-huh.
are like my joker of my, life, and I can't allow you to go outside. So you are just here to. You just need to play with me, just pamper
Mhm.
with me. I can't, share you with anyone.
I think you are the world. I think you are the whole world for her.
Yeah, yeah. I am the whole world of her, and that's why I don't want to break her feelings. She's quite
Mm-hmm.
sensitive, and the phrase she is going right now, the changes I have
Mm-hmm.
seen. I started observing the changes in her body and the mental status.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very much important, rather than earning money, to be with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Quite
Absolutely, absolutely,
kind.
absolutely. I can totally correlate with you because I am also in your shoes. I'm also in your boat because my kids
Yeah,
are just 7.5 years. Of course, they are soon. They are going to be 9 and 8, 10, 11.
yeah.
They will reach a teenage also, and that time I need to be very much focus and very much take care of about their lives and all that, right, ma'am? So, ma'am, tell me one more thing. As a mother, right? As a mother, as a parent. So, what kind of teachings and attributes that you wanted to cultivate in your daughter?
So what I am trying is I'm not a that good. Whatever we learn from our observation. Okay. So
Yes,
what
yes,
I am
yes.
trying to be, I am just always motivating, because I am a kind of negative person. Earlier I used to be. I yeah, because of my
Uh-huh.
daughter getting positivity, and I have set a mindset that you have to be entrepreneur or work woman. It's up to you. If you want, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you have to develop such kind of tendency that you are
Mm-hmm.
going to empowering someone. If
Mm-hmm.
someone is happy or someone want to live with you, someone want to be friend with you, then only
Mm-hmm.
do. Don't run behind anyone. Give
Mm-hmm.
priority to yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
are the most important person of yourself. So start
Mm-hmm.
yourself first. It happened, in the when they become teenage and they go reach that goal, boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend, such kind of feeling
Mm-hmm.
will happen.
Yes, yes.
I'm just preparing her for that scenario. Okay, if
Uh-huh.
someone want to live with you, then
Uh-huh.
only. If someone is not,
Yes,
you are forcing, you are running behind him, it's not going to be. You will only
yes.
get, depression. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm just trying to, because I have seen now what kind of scenarios girls are committing suicide because they are not getting their love, they are not getting,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
uh, appraisal, and they are not
Mm-hmm.
getting that kind of opportunity. So I always try to make her that much confidence. Ki every time you can't be first. If you
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you get less mark, it's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely okay. Because if we
Mm-hmm.
maintain them a tendency, get more, get more. So this time it's all about number. But when they go
Mm-hmm.
to real life, they won't be happy whatever they are having. They will always
Mm-hmm.
seeking what more, what more. So it's not a lie. If you want to be happy, you should
Mm-hmm.
try. But whatever you have, you should simultaneously try to be happy in with it.
Of course, of course. You need to accept it, embrace fully, gracefully, whatever you are
Yeah.
getting. You just need to you need not to run behind it that, and you should not, impose something to anyone.
Yes. Yes.
So, ma'am, one more thing I wanted to ask you. One question is, what I was asking, I was forgot.
It's happened. It's happened.
Because I was so, I was so immersed in your conversation, and I was actually forgot my question. It
Yeah,
was
I
so
am
loud.
definitely am learn. Actually, my point of view, why I'm trying to give her that kind of path because she's quite sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
And these kind of things she is going to face. And what I am trying, because sometimes what happened, her friends used to use her and she starts crying. So, and
Uh,
some, few days back, I just try to convince them, I just made her understand, okay, if you keep
mm-hmm.
on running behind them, they will never ever give you importance.
Of
Just
course.
sit at your home, don't give them importance, they will come
Mhm.
back to you. If they are there, your true friends. If they are not your true friends, they will never ever come back. So why are you worrying about them? They are not your
Mm,
friends. And same thing happened. And now because she is growing, so she's observing the earlier she used to get angry, she used to get
mhm,
sleep. Mama, you are telling this.
mhm,
Now she's observing. And she did the same thing. And she
mhm,
saw the result. After 2 or 3
mhm,
days, their friend realized, they
mhm,
apologize, and they start
mhm,
again.
mhm. Great, great, great.
I just want to give her.
Yes, same scenario. I would like to share one incident of my kids also. My son and daughter, although they are twin, but they both have a different personality, right?
Yeah.
My son is a very emotional and very emotional kind of a person, and my daughter is very strict, very strict. She's very straightforward, very outspoken. I always tell to my daughter, always keep an eye on your brother, and I always remind my son that you always keep an eye on your sister, because whenever you need help, because the whole world is not your. You are the two
Yeah.
person who always stood by for each other, right? Nobody is going
Yeah.
to help you in this world. This world is full of toxic people and fake people, right?
Yes. Yes.
Whenever you need help, you always just rush to your sister. And जब मैं अपनी daughter को बोला था, daughter, whenever you feel you need any kind of a help, you just rush to your brother. Always believe in that. And they always follow the same scenario and always said, Mama, we are twinners and nobody going to harm us. We both are together, we are united, so nobody is going to harm us. Mega, that is the benefit. That's why you are twin. This is the advantage of
Yeah.
twin baby. And though now they understood, and the similarly thing, like the kids are always observe, and they always um when we do something practical in front of them, na, they always understood. and they always follow.
Yeah,
I think this is the best way to make them understand what is right and what is wrong.
what is right, and because these are the learning phase. Once they develop
Mm-hmm.
what kind of tendency, what kind of observation they are getting, it is going to help them in their future. So your
Mm-hmm.
kids, if they get understand that they are their strength, because you are not going to live with them whole life. And
Mm-hmm.
in this scenario, everybody is alone. No matter how many relatives you are having,
Absolutely.
nobody care about you. They only love you by the time you are good to them. The very day
Yes.
you said
Mm.
anything against them, if I talk about in-laws, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, they will again.
Yes.
No matter how many years you have spent with them,
Mhm.
only
Mm,
one
yes.
word, any stand which you take for yourself can make them unhappy.
Yes, of course, you need to take a stand for yourself. Like, I've
Yeah,
started my journey earlier. I was also teacher. I was working, but I was, confined in the boundaries of responsibility of my life, my kids, because I'm in a nuclear family, so no helping hand is here except my husband. So, now my kids are grown up. They are 7.5 years old. So I'm a bit relaxed. So
yeah,
now I always feel that this is my time. This is me time. Now
yeah.
I need to chase my dream, and my dream is that I want to do work something in my life. So here I took a stand for myself. I created my YouTube channel, connecting with the good people and indulging myself into the collaborating learning. And learning is a process that you always incline towards empowering your personality.
Yes, yes. Learning is a process, and it's not all about bookish knowledge. It's not all about
Mhm.
every day we learn from each and every people, from our
Yes.
relationship, through our relatives, through our friends. Every day we learn. And by the time now I'm in my 40s, so I am most calm person. I think I'm feeling earlier. I used to be negative person. I used to be get hampered, and everybody's talk used to be poke me every time. I used to think about those talk every time. But now
Mhm.
I have gotten that kind of experience. We are not meant to make others happy.
Of
We are trying
course.
my best, and now
Mm.
I am cool and I am focusing on myself. That is the reason,
Yes. You
because I know
can't.
after
Yes. Yes.
for
Yes.
3 or 4 years my daughter is
Mhm.
not going to be live with me. She must go
Of
for the
course.
higher studies. I
Yes.
have to
Yes. And
make myself in that way कि I don't need anyone, whether it's all about my husband, my daughter. Be
mm-hmm.
your best friend, be make your company, make surrounding like you don't need, if it's happened after a certain period of time, you are husband and wife, but there is no such kind of things, no
Yes.
conversation. He's
Mm.
busy in her mobile and IPL, my daughter is busy in her mobile. So but
Study. Huh.
I can say, okay, don't waste my time, I have appointment, I have to edit my video. So I'm
Uh-huh.
not that free.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether I'm
Yes.
happy or not, it
Yes.
doesn't matter, but I am doing
Yes.
something good for myself. That
Yes.
is it.
We can't please
Yeah,
every people, right? So we need to work on our personality so that we can enjoy our personality. First of all,
yeah,
analyze your personality, what exactly you are asking from your life, right?
yeah.
Focus on that. And I think one thing is, there is a one quote that replace your laziness with your dedication, and replace your mm, dullness with your hard work. Then you will see everything fall in your life, right? You only thing is that your path is your efforts should be right direction, and your efforts should be honest.
Yeah, and whatever I have done in my past, I was just doing. It was not giving me that much pleasure. But right now, what I am doing, it's really making me happy inside. It's like giving me a kind of fulfillment. Like I am doing something, a kind of accomplishment. So I
Mm-hmm.
think every woman who is going to be face such kind of things, and someone are facing like empty nest syndrome. Their peoples are
Mm-hmm.
outside, and what they are looking for when they will come, they are waiting for their phones call, and this way they are making them more irritated. But if
Mm.
they start with their journey, at least anything, in the social media world you can do anything.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
and
are
you
actually
don't need,
blessed with the social media technology era.
yeah, and you don't need to go outside, you don't need to step out, you at home you can
Yes.
do. So I think
Yes,
this
at
is
your comfort level. Yes, at your comfort level, you can do anything.
okay. Now, can I ask one question?